Hey YouTube, we're gonna do one more flight here on the Eflite F4U D Corsair. Again, finished up with my Callie graphics package. Well, almost. I'm still debating whether I want to put anything on the right wing on the top. Did some research on that, and during the war there was a lot of, there wasn't really set, there were some set ways and way planes were supposed to be marked, but out in the field they didn't really adhere to them, and it varied from branch to branch and time frame during the war and all that other stuff. And but I think I've seen either markings on the wing for the carrier, which would be letters, or numbers for the squadron. So I may do the squadron for this, we'll see. Haven't made that decision yet, but really like the checkers. Really helps for orientation. Part-timers here recording. Put some takeoff flaps in, and let's get this up. Light's starting to wane. Of course, my one beef about this plane and all of Horizon's warbirds, there are no lights on them. Otherwise, this is a great flying plane. All of the 1.2 meters are. Again, with them having this on sale, I'd highly recommend picking it up. It's been a long time since this plane was at $299. I actually don't think it's ever been at $299. Because I think when it was released, some of the price increases had already kicked in. I think the cheapest this was maybe $329, but it's been at $349 along with all their other warbirds for a long time. So, see, I've got the Marines livery on there. Of course, this is done after Major Boyington. I've got some, it's not to scale, because of some of the extra things I've added. I've got some other videos on that, and then of course now I've got the checker on the cowl. Really do like that for visibility. We're gonna go up with it, bring it back down. Not a lot of wind tonight. It's kind of great. We've not had a lot of this year. Really stormy, rainy summer here in the upper Midwest. So haven't done as much flying as I'd liked. I probably have had more boat videos on the channel lately because of being up north. Going up there a bit, we'll bring it back down. I do have a 4004S in here right now, Superior RC batteries. This is an older battery. It's seen a lot of flights on the Habu STS. So early on in my flying career, so it was used and abused. So I'm probably not going to get the flight time I would get out of a nice fresh 4000. Really like this battery in this plane for when it's windy. But just in general flying, I like the heaviness that it gives the plane a little bit. So a little bit nicer for landing, in my opinion. Not flying with any tanks on. Actually, I had one busted. Re-glued it. And forgot to bring them. So we got a clean flight tonight. We'll set up for a touch and go here. We're gonna have to either come over the trailer at the top or at the far end of the parking lot, or cut between it. I think I'm gonna try cutting between it. It'd be cool if that was my plane making that noise, but it's not. Try not to hit part-timer. If I hit her, she'd probably be no timer. So that'd be the end of part-timer.
Yeah, be nice to your cameraman, person, woman.
All right, minute on the timer, a little over a minute. Battery's starting to get down there. We're gonna do one more touch and go. See if I can come over the, still got takeoff flaps in. If I can come over the trailer, we'll drop to landing flaps. Coming a little long. This plane really does handle nice. One thing I have done to it, because again, I still do a lot of my landings in safe, I've added on my rudder, I have the rates I think at like 120% at this point to help me on a windy day with rudder control, and that has made a bit of a difference, I think. Not settled on that spot. I may do in more or dial in more yet. And I may do that to more than just this plane. We'll try to bring this in for a landing. There we go. All right. Pretty nice evening. Thanks again for watching YouTube. Like and subscribe. Again, if you don't have this plane, it's a great opportunity to pick it up at Horizon right now. I'm not affiliated with them, so don't get that opinion. I just really like this plane. I've always liked Corsairs. It's one of my favorite, but this plane flies great. I've had other Corsairs that I've not put on the channel earlier on in my history in flying that didn't fly nearly as good as this one does. So like and subscribe, hit the bell, YouTube. Again, thanks for your support. Mark with Ultimate RC. Hey YouTube, I just wanted to show you real quick when I put the 4000 in this plane where I have it, and it balances out really good based on those balance points are per the manual, but that's a Superior 4000. I believe that's probably a 30C 4S. So just wanted to show that. We'll get to the next flight. Thanks. Hey YouTube, Mark with Ultimate RC. I've got the F4U Corsair here, and I just want to do a quick follow-up flight. I got most of my Callie graphics package on. Got the nose cone art on the checkerboard, and want to get this up in the air, partly because Horizon has a sale going on here, and pretty good sale on this plane, $299 for that. So just want to get a quick flight in tonight. Had some pretty nice weather this weekend, although the wind has been kind of variable, switching from west to south, so I don't know if I'll be coming back on the same runway here. We'll see. Let's get set. The takeoff flaps in. Wind looks pretty good. Got part-timer here tonight. All right. All right, here we go. Try not to hit part-timer down the runway there. I'll take that takeoff any day of the week. All right, let's bring it around. Come right back down the runway here. Got my flaps up. Let's get them up. Coming back around. Don't recall ever seeing this plane on sale at Horizon, so they've been going throughout the course of the summer and putting these planes on sale, the Warbirds that is, and so it's been a good opportunity to pick one of these up if you don't have one. I've got all of them and they all fly great, so highly recommend them. We'll bring it down the runway here again. About half throttle there, flying on a RC Batteries Light Superior 3300. I believe it's like a 40C if I remember right, plane power for this plane. We'll put this up. Bring it back down. We got another gentleman here that occasionally shows up to the field that belongs to one of the local clubs that used to be here. There used to be a grass airport not much more than a mile from here. Been turned into housing development. And I used to fly gassers there. So he's got a really big, he's really good, been flying for a long time. He was flying his I don't know what kind of acrobatic plane it is. 3D plane, very good flyer. He was just up with it, so that's why we're operating over here. Hard to find places to fly these days. Bring it around. I think we're gonna try and practice some touch and goes. I think we still have a south wind, so let's see what we can do with it here, coming around the school. We'll just try takeoff flaps here. We're gonna bring in landing flaps because I'm too high. Bring in a little bit of throttle. Well, that wasn't bad. We'll bring it around. So we'll see if we'll do a different pattern here. So the part-timer maybe has a better view of it. Really like the Callie graphics package on this. So if you haven't checked those out, I would highly recommend it. This plane especially, because of the way it comes from Horizon, with just the stars on the plane, you can really customize it to the way you want. Of course, Horizon provides you with some customization, Marines versus Navy. Not a very good approach on my part. But I think Callie Graphics has like almost 20 different packages of decals just for Corsairs. And so if you haven't checked them out, check them out. I highly recommend them. You can do this either peel and stick or water slide. I did all these peel and stick on here. And they just, they were easy, and I flew right over part-timer's head. I'm sure she's happy about that. We'll bring it around. Actually, I think we're gonna have to set up for a landing here. That was my 5-minute timer. It should be okay power-wise with the 33. Bring in landing flaps. Chop the power to get down to earth, and we'll kick some back in here. There we go. All right, YouTube. I don't know, we might try to get one more flight in here with this. I may try to do that actually tomorrow morning. We got a little bit later start this evening. Although the forecast is changing for tomorrow. Didn't have rain in the forecast originally, now we do. So we're gonna try to get up and get some of this out. But again, check this out on Horizon's website, on sale until I believe the end of the month, like 7/28, 50 bucks off, $299 for this plane. Really good deal. Highly recommend it, especially if you like Corsairs. Thanks for watching. Mark with Ultimate RC.